There are no deep tactics here, no long cutscenes, and no battle prep. You just pick up a weapon and start a massacre. But somehow, the simple arcade-style loop creates some of the most insane, flashy combat in the indie scene right now. You're a warrior summoned to battle monsters until victory is claimed in the Mirror Realm. Right from the jump, you choose between a sword-wielding elven fighter or a high-agility spearman. You pick a stage and immediately get thrown into hordes of enemies. That's it, no setup, just straight into the action. You clear monsters to open a portal to the stage boss. Beat them, unlock new stages, and every 5 stages there's an even harder solo boss waiting for you. Warrior NPCs also start appearing. They fight alongside you, and they become playable characters too. Yeah, the setup is pretty simple, because everything revolves around the combat. Sure, you can kind of just button mash your way through it, but then you start realizing the real fun comes from how you kill enemies, and how quickly you can tear through them. Light and heavy attacks chain into combos. Different sequences let you air juggle enemies, charge into crowds, and slam hordes with heavy blows. Then staggered enemies become open to brutal executions, and from there the combat just keeps building. You mix in battle skills for huge damage and extra range. They use magic points, but attacks replenish MP so quickly that the game pushes you to stay aggressive. Then once the horde gets big enough, you unleash the Awaken skill to wipe them out. Enemy attacks can also be parried, and dodging at the last possible second opens enemies up to a counterattack that hits hard. But if things go wrong, you have a few healing potions to save yourself. Then the loot starts taking over. Enemies drop gear, chests are hidden throughout stages, and bosses can drop high quality loot if RNG is on your side. Weapons boost attack power, accessories improve stats and perks. Then there are Eidolons, which are basically support drones with autonomous elemental attacks. Some even buff your stats. That's when it all came together. This isn't trying to be some deep RPG or cinematic action game. It's an arcade-style hack and slash built entirely around feeding the power fantasy. Between missions, you return to the main hub where everything feeds back into your build. The blacksmith rerolls gear stats or dismantles items for coins. The talent altar upgrades your base stats. Achievements reward extra items. You can unlock skins at the dresser using divine shards. And once your build starts getting ridiculous, there's a training dummy out back to test it. Those NPCs you met earlier also stay at the hub, letting you switch characters and experiment with different playstyles, weapon types, and movesets. And that becomes the loop. Kill hordes, loot gear, beat bosses, upgrade your build, then run it back and destroy everything even faster. If you're familiar with hack and slash musou style games like Dynasty Warriors or Hyrule Warriors, this basically feels like an arcade version of those. There's no deep storyline here, it's just a no-frills experience focused on tight combat mechanics and non-stop action. There's a lot of room to make some busted builds. Game-breaking setups that completely feed the power fantasy are totally possible. At times the combat gets so visually intense your character blends into the damage numbers and elemental effects. Personally, I love that stuff, but there are options to tune it down if needed. Now obviously there's some jank here and there. The game definitely lacks polish in a few areas, but considering it's being developed by a team of 3 that's constantly updating and improving it, the rough edges just add to the charm. It's easy to pick up for short sessions and completely zone out with. It's dumb fun, and sometimes that's exactly what I want. And honestly, I think that simplicity is exactly why it works so well. So if you've been craving this kind of horde battling action, it really hits the spot. And if you're looking for more indie and AA hidden gems worth playing, make sure to check out my other videos. The Awakener Battle Tendency is Backlog approved.